Hey Eric, it's great seeing you again. How was the list then?
Hey, it's been pretty good. Thank you for asking. How about you?
All right, good. Yeah, I'm doing fine. All right. I heard you play League of Legends all the time. Did you still play it a lot, like recently?
Oh yeah. I've been since I already graduated, so I just been playing League of Legends whenever I have time. It's fun. Yeah.
All right. Did you climb to the master?
Maybe at some point. Yeah.
All right. Good luck then. Did you do like something interesting during the weekend, like something exciting, or funny things to do?
I went thrifting yesterday. I bought a bunch of
Oh,
clothes
really?
from Marshall, and yeah, I have this like thrifting set up for myself. Like every Friday of the end of the month, and I go thrifting. I just
Oh,
like, get stuff for my closet and everything. It was fun. Yeah.
that's pretty good. Okay. All right. Welcome to the interview. So today I'm going to basically ask you some questions related to your basic information and some religious backgrounds. So it'll be like around 13 short questions, and the estimated time will be like roughly 15 minutes. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So before diving into the interview, I want to ask you if I have the permission to record this interview.
Yeah, of course.
All right, sure, yeah. So firstly, can you introduce yourself a little bit, like your full name and some background religious information, like things like that?
Okay, my name is Eric. I recently graduated from UC Berkeley studying econ and stats. And I'm originally from China. My whole family and I moved to the US when I was in 10th grade. When I was 15 and 16 years old. My religious background, so both my grandparents, like on both sides of my parents, also like my mom, they are all Buddhist. But personally, since I grew up in China learning like not to have any religion, and even after moving to US, my family never talk me into it. Like they were like, whatever you choose to believe. So personally, I don't have any religion, but yeah, my family has a background in Buddhism.
All right, cool. So basically, you are second generation immigrant, right?
Well, yeah, I guess you can say that, but since I moved to the US at the same time as my parents, so I was like in some
Oh,
sense
I
a first
see.
generation immigrant, but yeah, something
I
like
see.
that.
So more like a 1.5 generation.
Yeah,
All
something
right,
like
cool.
that.
Yeah. Can you tell me more like specifically where and when were you born? I know like you said you were born in China. Like, can you like provide some specific like location or region where you're born?
Yeah, I was born in southern China. It's a
Mhm.
province called Yunnan. I was born and raised in the capital of Yunnan, which is a city called Kunming. And yeah, that's where I'm from.
All right, good. Did your like other family members live nearby, or did they like live with you?
Like right now,
Yeah, right now.
I'm living in Berkeley and alone. Like I have one friend that I room with, but for my family members, they are like my parents, my aunt, and my uncle. They living and my grandma. They all live in SoCal, Torrance to be some more specific. And for my other part of my family members, and they were all in China. Yeah.
All right. Do you know like what they do for a living, and also like how often did you get to see them?
My parents, my mom is an accountant, and my dad is operating a truck driving company, and that's what they do for a living. I see them pretty much whenever I have time. I just go back and visit them, like when I'm off work, when I'm done with school, I just go back to SoCal and visit them. Yeah.
Cool. When did they like actually come to the United States? Like when did your ancestors immigrate into the United States?
Well, as I mentioned, both my parents came with me like when I was 15, so that was about 6 years ago. And my aunt, like the other part of my family I mentioned about, they were actually here for like more than 20 years. Yeah, but they were also immigrants. So none of my um, none of my part of none of the part of my family, they are actually like born and raised in the US. They are all from China. Yeah.
All right, I see. Okay. Did your family name changed when your family immigrated to the United States?
My family name didn't change. I, however, picked up the American name, like for like just for convenience, so people are like can call my name correctly. But my family name stayed the same. Yeah.
Oh, I see. All right. are any of their like traditions still carried on today?
Like in terms of religious?
Oh no, I mean like in terms of like in general, like Chinese traditions or religious tradition you can talk about as well.
I guess there are some traditional Chinese festivals that we carried on tradition to the US. Like we celebrate the Spring Festival, we celebrate the Lunar New Year, like Mid Autumn, like all kinds of festivals. But um, like definitely the scale, like the way we celebrate it is not as big as we were in China because as with the environment we're in right now, it just doesn't feel as festive as it used to be. But yeah, we still celebrate those traditions or
Oh,
like festivals.
did you guys like celebrate Lunar New Year festival?
Uh, what was that?
Like New Year festival, Chinese New Year.
Oh yeah. We celebrate like lunar Chinese New Year. Yeah,
All right, so basically every year, right?
yeah, every year.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So what languages did your parents and grandparents speak?
They all speak Mandarin, but also in our province we have our own dialect. We also speak when we're at home, we just speak our own dialect. And some of my family members they adopted English pretty well, but some of them like didn't really adopt the English, so we like they just use Mandarin to communicate with each other.
I see. Okay. So the next question is, can you tell me something about your high school education? Like, can you like describe your high school, where and how did you attend it?
Yeah, so I attended this high school called Golden Valley High School in my hometown. Not hometown, but like the town that I was in when I was back in SoCal. Yeah. So my high school, the way I would describe my high school is it's not the most diverse high school. Like most of the populations were white, and me as an Asian, like the Asian population is pretty dense in California. However, in my hometown or in my high school, I think there were only like 2 to 3% Asian population. So like I was the minority in my high school. Um, but other than that, I just feel like it's just like any other high school. We study there, we do sports there, like we have clubs, and we study like to prepare us to get into college. And yeah, basically.
Cool, cool. Like what subjects did you study? Is there like um, your interests when you back into school days?
Like what subject did I study in high school
Yeah,
or college?
in high school.
Um, well, I think the requirement is pretty universal. Like across California, we study. There's a language requirement. However, I just took the AP Chinese and to waive the requirements for foreign language. We also study science, like like all the AP science, AP physics, AP bio, AP chem, and I also study math, like calculus, A, B, B, C, and just any subject you find in other high school. Yeah.
All right, that's pretty cool. Did you take any like leadership role in any organizations or classes when you were in high school?
I would say when I was in high school, I was more participant rather than a leader. I did join a few clubs. I participated in events, but however, I never became like a leader. Like I never took on a leader role in any of the clubs that I was in.
I see. I see. Did you read much?
Um, well, that's one of the things. Just coming to US, like my English was not as fluent like back then, so I really had a trouble understanding or like reading stuff. So I used to enjoy reading a lot in China, but then coming to the US, since the language barrier, reading was just not as fun for me anymore. So I stopped reading. Like, but however, after coming to college, like as my English improved and as I get more exposure to different different coursework, I actually started reading more like after I got into college. Yeah.
Cool. Um, did you have any like goals or dreams when you grow up?
Um. Well, I expect to make more money in the future, but I think that's a goal for everybody. I specifically, I don't think I have any like very particular goal. I'm just like doing what I enjoy. Like I'm pretty good at stats. I'm pretty good at math. So right now I'm just like doing insurance like data science work, and I'll see how it goes. I'll see if I enjoy it. But I don't really have a set plan for my future yet.
Was there like other Buddhists in your community when you're growing up?
Back when I was in China, yeah, I feel like Buddhism is although most people in China are, I don't think they are religious, but if I have to pick one, like one of the biggest religion in China, I would say is Buddhism. So most of my people, most of the people, religious people I knew from back in China were Buddhist. So like my uncle, who's also part of my family that's in the US, he also believed in Buddhist and he believed in Buddhism. And there were a lot of temples like in my city, and we would just visit and just pray there like from time to time. Like we just go there. Yeah.
All right. Did you have like any experience that make you feel didn't belong to like to the community group because of the like Buddhist religion background?
Um, Personally, like I've never made any connection because of the religion. Because as I mentioned, like growing up, I was never religious, and although there were people around me who were Buddhist, but personally, I didn't really believe in that religion. However, I did since my parents like go to the temple sometimes, or my grandparents they go to the temple sometimes to donate or to just buy the I don't know how to say that in English, but like the thing like you use like the candle-ish thing to like for prayer, and then they buy those things. I just go with them and to see how they perform their religion. I just watch them from far away, and I thought it was a part of me growing up, like defining who I am as a person right now. But I don't think I made any more connection beyond people outside of my family. Yeah.
Okay, I see. All right. So what were the some meal times like in your family? Like what food did you eat and who cooked food or who cleaned up after meals?
So like my grandma, because her religion practice, she's a Buddhist, so she's a vegan. She only eats vegetables. But other so like when we cook at our place, we always make sure that we have vegetables on the table so my grandma can eat it. And other than that, like my parents or my uncle, like I guess, or my aunt, like I guess they're like my uncle is also Buddhist, but I don't think his religious practice is as rigorous as like my grandma. So we still eat meat, and we just cook, like they just cook normal Chinese food, like normal Chinese cuisine, and it's mostly that my mom and my aunt do the cooking, and yeah, basically.
Okay, cool. Did you like the food they cooked?
Oh yeah, I mean, like you always get tired after eating your family food for a long time, but I guess objectively they're good food. Yeah.
Did you have any pets, like cats or pet dogs?
I recently adopted a pet when during COVID, because being home alone is just super lonely, and I adopted a cat. And we also, my aunt and my uncle, my cousin, like they like back when I was living with them in high school, they had a dog called Cookie. Yeah, but like since I lived with them, so I was considered Cookie as my own pet too. Yeah.
I see. Did you like cats more than dogs, or did you prefer dogs better?
When dogs are being too needy, I prefer cats. But when cats are being too distant, I prefer dog. I don't really have
I
preference.
see.
Yeah.
All right. Um, did you have a car or did you use like the public transportation?
Back in high school, it was just since after we moved to US, my mom didn't really have a job at the time, so she was just staying at home. So she just drove me to school when I couldn't drive. But once I got my driver's license, I pretty much drove myself to school every single day. And going to Berkeley, I since like I lived in a dorm, or like even after I moved out from the dorm, it's pretty close by to close by the campus. So I really didn't have a need to get a like car or whatever. I just use public transportation whenever it needs it.
I see.
But recently after I graduated, I have to commute to work, or I have to just I moved away from the place from Berkeley or from my other friends, so I got a car just for transportation reason. Yeah.
Right. I see. Okay. So the next question is, what sort of entertainment did you like? I know you like play League a lot. I mean, is there like something else besides that?
Oh yeah, I other than playing video games, I like to go to the gym. I like lifting, and I also enjoy watching basketball and playing basketball myself. However, like since a lot of my friends are moving away, I don't really have people to play with now. But I do enjoy playing basketball, and I like watching TV, movie shows, and I also I like music. I play guitar. I like to sing, going to karaoke. But yeah,
Like, what kind of TV shows did you like?
oh, I like a lot of TV shows. The ones that I love the most, like of all time, I'd say is Breaking Bad. it's just so good. And like I also watch animes, but I watch a lot of stuff. It depends on
Oh,
which
I
one
see.
like, I want to watch at the time. Yeah,
I see. I see. Is there like big moments? Did you remember watching on TV? Maybe like NBA times, things like that.
like a moment.
Yeah, big moments.
Uh, well, I'm more a binge watcher, so when I will watch a TV show, like I just watch it all the time. So like it's pretty uniform to me. I don't really have any big moments. Yeah.
I heard you said you're like currently working right now. So like, what was your like first job? And can you describe a typical work day?
Oh yeah, I'm working as an actuary right now, basically data scientist for insurance company. And my typical day of working, I wake up at 9. I just I wake up at 8, cook myself up some breakfast, and I just I can either go to the office or I could either work from home, like where our company is kind of in this mixture right now. But mostly I just I just go upstairs, go to my office, like at home, start working and performing whatever actuary perform, like doing data science work and doing Excel work. And I get off work at a 5. After getting off, I pretty much I get super tired after working, so I just take a nap. Then I go to the gym. After coming back, depending on how I feel, I either play League of Legends or I do something else. But that's a typical day of my working life.
Did you like your work? Like working as an actuary?
So far, so good. So far, so good.
Was it good?
I don't think I'm passionate about it, but I can't blame it too much. I'm still figuring it out. Yeah.
Do you expect like before working? Did you expect like the working time will be like this?
Um, I would say I have no expectation before going to the industry. Like, like I always knew the industry is going to be different than school, but I've never experienced it before, so I didn't have any expectation. Yeah.
Did you feel like a lot of difference between like when you were college and also when you were working?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like in college it's more challenging as like you have to think more, like all the questions or exams or like just any contents are designed to make you think, right? To make you think and learn. But however in work, like stuff are more practical. So all the things you do, like they're not as complex as the stuff you do in school, but they are more, I guess, like you can actually see the contribution that you make to the company or like to where like what end goal you have instead of just purely making you thinking. Yeah.
All right, cool. Um, so I know you attend UC Berkeley, and you are majoring in econ and stats, if I remember correctly. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you like tell me more about like the college years? What did you learn? I mean, both in academic area and also like non academic.
Could you repeat the question again?
Like, tell me about your college years. Like, what did you learn in both academic and non academic way?
um so I guess what did I learn? Well, I obviously learned stuff from my majors like econ knowledge and stats knowledge, and also my work. I like how Berkeley has this breadth system, like every students are required to take different class from different domains. And then for me, I personally I enjoy them very much. I learned about oceanology, learned about astronomy, or like just nutrition. I feel like I get a pretty broad broad range of knowledge like during my college life. And uh and non-academically, I guess I learned more social skills as I participated in more in clubs and taking the leadership role that I never took in high school. I just get the experience to really interact with people, to be the leader, and that I could potentially use for my future like career development.
All right. Can you tell me like something if you encounter any gender challenges when you were in the college?
What kind of challenge was that again?
Like gender challenges.
Gender?
Yeah, like male, female, stuff like
Oh,
that.
well, so I guess male has always been the like male has always been the one gender that's been favored in the society because of the whole patriotic like tradition, or like it's really bad. But I guess like I personally as a male, I did not really experience any gender challenge. I feel like, but I do believe that there are females out there like that's being discriminated against because of their gender. But personally, I did not experience any gender challenge. Yeah.
All right. did you feel like confident that this matter of issue will be maybe resolved or getting better in the future?
Like the whole the pitch, the gender issue.
Yeah.
Well, like I guess the industry I work in, like insurance, there's a lot of equity or equality like problem in insurance. But that's why government and companies has been working really hard to solve that issue. I guess as an actuary, like in the future, that's always something I have to keep in mind for. Always try to make it equal across race or across genders. But that's the part I can do. But like, again, like based on what I do, like my career, I think the things I can contribute to the issue is pretty limited. But I do feel passionate about the topic, and I do feel like females in our society deserves more right. Yeah.
Cool. So for the last question, did you still consider yourself like a Buddhist overall? Because I heard you're talking about you don't believe the religious beliefs, things like that. Did you still consider yourself a Buddhist overall?
I do not consider myself as Buddhist. Yeah, because just never, I guess I never believed it as I was growing since I was growing up. I believe there's something out there, but I don't think it's the the God or whatever any religions that like this world expect us to believe. Yeah, that's my take on religion, but I don't think I'm a Buddhist.
All right, that's a fair answer. All right, that's all the question I have right now. Thank you so much, Eric. Yeah. I think. How do you feel about like the interview? Like the question overall.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty insightful interview. I'm happy to share my story or my family backgrounds with you. I thought it was fun. Yeah, I liked it.
Good. Thank you so much for coming, Eric.
Yeah, no problem.
So I will end the recorder right now.